Hi, welcome to another video. This video is not gameplay breakdown footage, but instead I wanted to talk about the ALGS community, the ALGS platform itself. And the past year, they're pretty active. They have been pretty active on social media, and they've had given some banger interviews. And I want to watch a couple. I want to highlight a couple interviews that I think was super wholesome. And they also had amazing every year the production for the player compilation. Like I look forward to this, man. I look forward to this, and it makes me emotional. And is it bad that I do not know this person? I did not know this person. I had to ask around my friends in Japan. About I straight up texted my friend asking, "Hey, yo, who's this Hatsune Miku? Is she like pretty big?" And he was like, "Oh my god, it's like the Vocaloid goat, right?" And the only Vocaloid people I know is this guy, the Red Pen song. Wait, oh shit, did Hatsune Miku sing it, bro? Oh, wait, it's not this person, right? Because I know that person is. Oh, yeah. I was crying when I'm a pretty emotional person. Okay. The reason why I want to make these videos is because I was thinking I do not face any difficulty when it comes down to just breaking down the footage, right? Let me just play this in the background so that you don't have to, if you have ADHD, you'll have something moving on in the background. I do not struggle when it comes down to just breaking down the gameplay. Obviously, I do not say everything that I actually know, but talking about things that affect me on an emotional level, social commentary, if you will, that is pretty difficult for me. And I wanted to, and also we have like 97 subscribers, and I have had the absolute pleasure meeting new people because of my YouTube channel and YouTube videos, right? And I wanted to challenge myself into doing things that I'm embarrassed to do, giving social commentary, for example. That is why I want to make these videos. And I'm not going to lie, I like the previous opening ceremony songs and performance better, but it was, no bias. Everyone has their likes and dislikes, right? But let's...
되게 분해가지고 좀 울었던 기억이 있는데.
Yeah, the production quality is insane, bro. I can't lie.
작년에 챔피언십 할 때는 결승도 못 가서 되게 분해가지고 좀 울었던 기억이 있는데.
Our drive to win is just unparalleled compared to everyone else. I think it's our tournament.
The only person who will win a scrim block by 80 or 100 points and still crush out. And, he's the GOAT for a reason.
It takes confidence to win, and if you do that, you can win it all.
Bro, I was rooting for Unlimited so much. If it wasn't already clear from my YouTube videos. The only APAC North team that I had high hopes for was Unlimited. Their macro was not terrible. They were an X Factor, bro. I was pretty sad to see them not win game 9.
I love the atmosphere of the crowd. This many people, they bring the hype. It makes us energized.
Zero, bro. We gotta win, bro. We gotta win. People have been talking shit. I mean, it is incredibly difficult to in the gaming space. You see them way too much. Like, imagine if it's a football or basketball player, right? We do not get insights about how they're behaving in practice and training sessions. But it's not really the same case in Apex. It's much more intimate, and it's extremely difficult to like someone who's being pretty hard on their teammates. So I do not blame any of the fans, right? It's just this parasocial relationship. It's pretty tricky. That's why, I feel like Hal has done a pretty good job at improving his attitude towards his teammate. But even then, I Zero's a talented person, bro. Zero's a talented person. But it could be insufferable at times. But anyways, watching compilation like this makes you wanna be there, makes you wanna see yourself there, and I believe that this is much needed for Apex. So yeah, this compilation, I'll definitely be rewatching this, clipping this, and make thumbnails from this as well.
이번 트로피에는 반드시 제 지문이 묻힐 것입니다.
Is that Yuka? Bro, I feel bad for Yuka every single time. Is that Yuka? A Japanese team winning a Japanese land, bro. How difficult could it be? And then before, I think Greek, before the start of Champs finals, he gave a shout out to this interview. It was a 4-minute interview. It's pretty emotional, and I think Lou was sharing his very intimate moments with his dad, and I usually get emotional when it's stuff involved with family. I don't think my parents do not speak English as much, so it's pretty difficult for them to consume my content or my interest. So I will just be grieving that experience that I can't have, And he says something along the lines of, his father told him that he was put on this earth to do this one job, right? And I was pretty taken away. And then you watch VP getting absolutely slimed. Like, I watched this like just before the start of the games, and then VP gets a kill on someone who's rotating, and then they die 18th or 19th with 1 kill. Or 20th, I think. I think the first 2 games they died 20th, right? Wikipedia. Is that the right? Oh my god, it's not the right. I think VP died 20th back-to-back, bro. Yeah, 20th back-to-back. So I was like, well, fuck that. But by far, I think the one interview that put things in perspective was this one random reel. What do you tell a taxi driver what your job is? And I paused this like it is on the screen. I was thinking, people from Europe, people from America, they're gonna have a much easier time acknowledging that they're a streamer or a gamer, right? Because esports has been around for a decade over there. I'm from Asia, I'm from India. And even if you engage in traditional sports, we do not engage in traditional sports. Unless you're a superstar, people are gonna look down on you, right? Unless you're on television, unless you're making like the bank, like breaking the bank, people are gonna look down on you. So there is this very innate sense of shame and self-hatred among every Indian, I feel. And also the internet being a little toxic towards us is not helping either. And I believe there are so many cool people from my country, from my region, but they refuse to show up and express their ideas and their genuine excitement for their own interests because of, not enough perspective, right? And this gave a very big perspective for me. I was pretty convinced that they will be not embarrassed about admitting that they're a gamer or a streamer or competitor. And then I watched this interview.
Just work for Shopify.
まあ家で自営業をしてますって
ごまかします。
プロゲーマーで。
I just say professional gamer.
Bro, you've made $1 million, bro. You can say you're a professional gamer. Someone who's starting out, someone who's on like 100, less than 10,000 in prize money, there's like a lot of shame involved in admitting your profession, right? And I believe before the end of my lifetime, gaming can be a pretty mainstream environment where you can come in, be a professional, and be proud to acknowledge it, you know? We don't have to be, like, the representation does not have to be kids who are insufferable, who only seek validation from other kids who are insufferable, you know? So...
I play video games for a living.
Fuck, Evan. So fucking cold.
Video games. I just say I play my little video games. That's it.
自営業です。I call myself a professional gamer, and they laugh.
オフィスワーカーって言ってます。
I tell them I'm a professional gamer.
Jesco, by the way, if there's anyone from APAC South that I root for the most, it's Jesco. Jesco is such a cool guy, such a humble guy. I think he is subbed. I think we played a competitive scrim block. Wait, I think he played with one of my teammates, and the guy did not cause any problems. We were like tier 3, tier 4, right? And this guy's a pro player, and he just wanted to play the game for the love of the game. So I genuinely have so much respect for Jesco. And also he plays for Seoul. Seoul is an Indian organization.
Sports player.
ネット系の仕事してるって言いますね。
Professional esports gamer.
Esports player.
Play games.
I say I work in IT.
Bro, Affect saying he works in IT is diabolical. The guy who terrorizes everyone, out of everyone, hearing Affect not be proudly acknowledging that he's a gamer, that was like diabolical to me. That was not sitting right with me. But these are the kind of interviews and kind of content that really makes things click. And also talking about that, but anyways, talking to this, I made a video on Shopify, and I received like these comments. I'm not really sure how I should be addressing them. I felt them. Like I remember Zainu saying mean things about tech, and Koiful doing the same. And it's pretty hard for me. Like if I start making content, like if I start making content that invites conversation, it's very easy to get derailed into like a hate watch, right? And like hate speech. I don't want to subscribe for any hate speech on the channels, but I want to criticize people for their decisions, for their gameplay. I just don't want to criticize the personality themselves unless they say some very mean things, like socially unacceptable things, right? So it's pretty wild. That is the case. And also my YouTube comments, I got one of this comment. Could you go more in depth, like on the decision making of Hot Dog Mafia, on the knockdown Fnatic play? And the very first thing I remembered was Hal woke up for all the idiots calling me out for not smoking endgame. It was because caustic gas is stuck with the friendly caustic gas, so if I smoke, blah blah blah. Hope this helps the gold players for game 7. I woke up and I started laughing, bro. So for this YouTube comment, there's pretty much nothing we can do, right? Well, that'll be like the only thing I hate to do this, but once he gets his drone broken a lot, there needs to be like a clear distinction between when we are flying the drone towards the ground. If you fly the drone towards the ground, you can be way, way quicker. And if you're flying the drone super way up, people can shoot it up, right? So setting up EMP, like there is this quality where people want to see more, right? Like you want to see, you want to stare, right? And I believe bad crypto players, he's not a terrible crypto player. He's not a bad crypto player. He's one of the very good crypto players. But if he can convert the amount of EMPs, right? If he can convert EMPs, like you don't have to see them from the sky to EMP them. You just have to know that they're remotely near you, get it on the ground and EMP that, make it unbreakable. I think that might be one adjustment I can think of. Like having like a clear distinction between when you want to fly the drone up in the air and when you want to fly it along the ground. That would be nice. But other than that, I don't think there's much to review. Oh, I almost forgot this one. This entire video, it's worth watching it on full screen. And then it randomly hits him, right? Even if you don't know who Monsoon is, I think this 1 minute is enough to it says enough about this person, right? And the community, like the love the community has for this person, and how the community that we have is pretty good, man. The spectators that we have, they're pretty good. The people, some of them are problematic, like every community. But what we have, it's a pretty. I'm trying to find different objectives. I don't want to sound repetitive. But you get the point, right? And Fun, bro. Exit. Fun was someone. Fun on Pathfinder, fun on any movement legend back in the day. It was a scary sight. Exit was a scary sight. Sykes, Fun, and Nocturnal. They were. If you were watching Jayhawk videos, if you're one of the OGs, you knew that this team was force to reckon with. So to finally see Fun win, the triple MNK win, MNK players in the community. I think this is the second time or third time. I think this is the third time, right? It was Reject Unity, VKG, and then Oblivion. 3 MNK winning the biggest of the biggest tournaments, triple MNK teams. So go a little easy on the aim assist abusers like me. So yeah, I wanted to react to these content. I wanted to give a shout out to the recent weeks, the recent support I've had, thanks to you guys. And I hope to keep making these videos pretty regularly. If you like to, I appreciate any type of support, honestly. And yeah, to more ALGs. I'm pretty stoked for year 6. I'm looking to coach a few players, few teams. If you were interested in the Tier 2 footages, in the Tier 2 gameplay breakdown, please let me know. And more content on the way.